Alrighty, guys, $25 billion wiped off Sony this year as chip crunch hits PlayStation 5 and Microsoft competition heats up. So Sony's shares are down about 13% since the beginning of the year, with about $25.71 billion wiped off the company. According to the data, the Japanese giant cut its full year target sales for the PlayStation 5 from 14.8 to 11.5 units as the global chip shortage has hit production. Investors are also concerned about the rise in competition to Sony from Microsoft after the U.S. tech firm proposed acquisition of Activision. So Sony, looks like it's going to be an interesting year for Sony because Sony's, that chip shortage is going to continue. So they've lost $25 billion off of their stock price. It says shares are down 13% since the beginning of the year. And, the Xbox is coming also. That's something people are seeing. However, the downgrade, let's see, 6% of Sony share Thursday. Let's see. Let's look at this. Sony did not release any big games in the Q3 last year. Of course, that hurt a lot. The company also shifted all its firepower to this year. The market once again overreacts. The swing in stock prices are way too harsh. And you say people overreact or something, that's what the stock market is. People do that. That's just how people do. Sony is not the only company struggling with production. On Thursday, Nintendo cut its forecast sales on the Switch also. So we're seeing it happen, people. We're seeing other companies, not just Sony, struggling. Increasing competition with Microsoft in particular also has weighed on Sony stock this year. And of course, with the buy of Activision, we know what happened there. So let's look at the Nintendo here. Nintendo Switch tops 100 million. Let's see. Surpassed the Wii, but the chip shortage weighs in. So also Nintendo has sold 103 million. 0.54 units of the Switch since its release early 2017. It's a big milestone. Nintendo is also going to be a short, look like. Nintendo has sold 103 million. Let's see. It's a big milestone. On Thursday, the company said that in the 9 months to the end of December, it sold 18.95 million units of the Switch. That marks a 21-point year-on-year fall. So how about that? It added it now expects to sell 23 million units of the Switch in its fiscal year, which runs to the end of March, down from the previous 24 million forecast. I mean, that's still amazing. Let's be honest. Look how old the Switch is. I mean, my goodness. It's still the leading seller, and look how old it is. So, I mean, I know there's a shortage going on, but Nintendo's still sitting pretty. So for the December quarter, Nintendo reported revenue of 65.94 billion yen, which is $6.6 billion, a 9.6 year-on rise. Operating profit rose 10% year-on-year to 252.6 billion yen. So despite Switch hardware sales falling, users are still buying games online, which is helping to prop up revenue and profit. Digital sales include downloads of games and add-on content totaled 110.8 billion yen in the December quarter, up 31% versus the same time last year. And you've got 100 million systems out there. You're going to sell software. So don't worry about that. Last month, Nintendo released a new game called Pokemon. We know the new Pokemon game come out. That's a big, strong seller for them. So the company also expects sales of Nintendo Switch software to be 220 million units, up from the previous 200 million. So Nintendo's doing great. Let's see. And they're in their own little world, really, people. Nintendo has those first-party games that you want. That's just how they've always been. But this chip shortage has hit both companies, as we've seen with Nintendo and Sony. We don't hear much about Microsoft complaining about a chip shortage. I wonder why that is. I guess it's because Game Pass is available on PCs and all that also. So I guess that may be a big thing. Sony needs to do some kind of Game Pass where you can get it on PC too. I think that would be great. But anyway, guys, that's the news. So chip shortages, record profits. More worried about Sony than Nintendo because they still are losing on every console they sell. So it'll be an interesting year. We'll see if they can get this sorted out. But as of now, the competition is heating up big time. We got 3 companies just pretty much doing great, though. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You have Microsoft doing great, Sony still doing great, and Nintendo, they're just doing amazing also. So anyway, guys, that's the video. As always, thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great day now. Toodles!